Okay, guys. Yeah, we are going to be looking at BODMAS and fractions. So if you look at what we have on the board, these are problems that we have to work on, and each of this, we are required to simplify this. Okay, we are required to simplify this. All right. Please, I also advise get a textbook. You see all those things, and you try to solve problems that are related to this. Okay, this is how you learn and you grow. If you don't solve problems on those things, you'll not be able to break through in them. Now look at this now. You can look at this thing, they are like terrifying and scary, but they are not. All you just need is to apply your knowledge of BODMAS and what we've learned about fractions, and you're good to go. Alright, so let's start with the first one. Here where we have 1 over 4 plus 3 over 8 divided by 1 over 2 minus 5 over 2. Okay, now you see this problem is simple. Like I said earlier, what do we do in problems like this? We start solving this problem from the bracket. We start with the bracket. So how do we solve what is in the bracket? This is going to be 1 over 4 into the bracket of. Remember, what we have in the bracket is division. Now, how do we divide fraction? How do we divide fraction? We divide fraction by inverting the right hand side of the expression. Okay, and then replacing the division sign with the multiplication sign. So this is going to be times 2 over 1. Okay, then minus 5 over 2. So we solve mathematics in steps. So by doing this now, we have already done one step. Okay, and with every step that you do, you attach an equal sign. Okay, so the next one is with this equality sign, because we are going to the next step now. This is equal to what we are going to do next. Now this is going to be simply 1 over 4 plus. Now if you look at this bracket, you're going to see something. When we are multiplying fractions, you're going to see something, right? What are you seeing? You're seeing that there is a number here and there is a number here that can be divided. Okay, they have a common factor, and that's something you always do when you want to multiply fractions. Always check out for two numbers, or just always check out if the two numbers are divisible by a common factor. So 2 will go here, we get 1, and 2 will go here, we get 4. So 3, this will now leave us with 3 times 1 all over 4 times 1. Okay, yeah, of course we know what this is. I'm just trying to take it step by step so that we don't miss out. Okay, so this is minus 5 over 2. Now we are done with this step. We have achieved one thing, and that's one thing in mathematics. As you progress in a step, make sure you achieve one thing. Okay, so this now becomes 1 over 4 plus 3 times 1 is going to be 3. 4 times 1 is going to be 4. Now I can get rid of the bracket. I can do without the bracket now because I have simplified this. Okay, then minus 5 over 2. Now you see this problem, what do we now do to a problem like this, where we have 1 over 4 plus 3 over 4 minus 5 over 2? In addition or subtraction of fraction, what do we do? It is common practice that this will be equal to, this is the next step. We take the LCM, right? The LCM of 4, 4, and 2 is going to be 4. Yeah, you need to try and find out how that can be done if you don't know. Check the previous lesson on highest common factor and LCM. So the LCM of 4, 4, and 2 is going to be 4. So we now use the LCM to multiply each of the fraction, right? That's what we do. So this is going to be 4 times 1 over 4 plus 4 times 3 over 4 minus 4 times 5 over 2. Okay, so this will cancel. 4 and 4 are divisible. Okay, 4 and 4 here are also divisible. Remember, this is only done because we have a multiplication sign here. We have a multiplication sign here. Then minus 2 here will give us 1, and 4 here will give us 2. Sorry, 2 into 2 will give us 1. 2 into 4 will give us 2. So what we are left with up here is going to be 1. Yeah, because this is gone. 1 times 1 is 1. Plus this 4 is gone, so it's remaining 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Then minus 2 times 7, which is what? 10. All of this divided by 4. Okay, so 1 plus 3 is 4, right? Minus 10 divided by 4. Okay, now some people are always tempted at this point to want to cancel this 4 and this 4. It is not done in mathematics. You cannot do that because this is a subtraction sign. If this was a multiplication sign, then you can do that cancelling. So 4 minus 10 is going to be, although we've not started talking about directed numbers, but we can get this. Just know that since a smaller number we are subtracting a bigger number from a smaller number, we are going to get the negative of what it was supposed to be. Now imagine if this was 10 minus 4, we'll get 6, right? But now this is 4 minus 10, so we are going to get the negative. So it's minus 6 over 4. This can be reduced. Minus 6 over 4, we can reduce minus 6 over 4. 2 into minus 6 will be minus 3, and 2 into 4 will be 2. That's 6 divided by 2 is 3. 4 divided by, so this is our answer from this solution, is minus 3 over 2. That's what we have. Okay, so that's how simple that is. Now I'm going to erase it. So if you want to write it down, you can pause the video and then write down. Then I'm going to go to the next one now. Okay, so for the next one, where we have 1 over 3 plus 3 over 5 all over 5 over 3 minus 2 over 5. This problem kind of look complex, but it isn't. It's as simple as the other. So all we just need, remember, this is fractions, in a fraction. Okay, so this is a fraction, this is a fraction, this is a fraction, this is a fraction. All of them are like expressed as fractions. So how do we now resolve it? So we just resolve the top and then resolve the bottom. That's the numerator and the denominator. So how do we resolve the numerator? It's simple. We get the LCM of 3 and 5. The LCM of 3 and 5 is simply 15, right? So we use the LCM and multiply what is here. So we are going to get 15 times 1 over 3 plus 15 times 3 over 5. Then all of this over 15 times 5 over 3 minus 15 times 2 over 5. Minus 15. No. Yeah. Let's also work on the denominator. What's the LCM of the denominator? The LCM of the denominator is 15. We can choose to do this separately. Okay. Well, I think this, you should understand this. This is for the numerator. What I'm going to do now is for the denominator. Okay, so the LCM of 3 and 5 is 15. Okay, so I'm now going to get 15 times 5 over 3 minus 15 times 2 over 5. Okay, so this resolution is for the, you can do it independently and then bring it back together. So this will now be equal to the numerator. Here is what I'm going to work on now. 3 here is 1. 3 into 15 is going to be 5. So I'm going to have 5 times 1 here, which is 5, plus 5 here is 1. 5 into 15 is 3. So I'm going to get 3 times 3, which is what? 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, good. So then all over 15, that's what this is. Then all over, that's the big division sign that we had here, this one. That's the division sign here. So 3 here is 1, 3 into 15 here is 5. 5 times 5 gives me 25. You can see 5 times 5. Then minus 5 here is 1, 5 into 15 is 3. 3 times 2 gives me 6. Okay, all over. Don't forget the denominator here is 15. So let's simplify further. 5 plus 9 is 14. So I have 14 over 15. Okay, and I also have 25 minus 6. So this is all over. 25 minus 6 is 19. Yeah, is 19 all over 15. Okay, so at this point, remember I can write this as, this is a box I'm using to continue. I can write this as 14 over 15 divided by 19 over 15. You see that, right? I can write it that way. So now to further continue, I'm going to have 14 over 15 times 15 over 19. You see this? So, but you see 15 and 15 here, and there's a multiplication sign. So this and this guy will cancel out. I'll be left with 15 to 15 is 1. 15 to 15 here is 1. 14 times 1 is 14. 1 times 19 is going to be what? 19. You see that? So I'm left with 14 over 19. Now this is the solution. There's nothing else I can do. I cannot reduce this further. If I reduce it further, I mean, there is no common factor to use and reduce it further. So that's it. So that's the solution for this. Alright. I'm taking my time. Okay, so for the last one, but not the least, you can pause the video and then write. Okay. Okay, so the last but not the least here, where we have 4 squared plus 4 over 3 into the bracket of 1 over 4 plus 2 over 3 divided by 7 over 12. Okay, so this is simple. Following our BODMAS principle, all we just need to do is the exponent. Okay, let's start with the bracket. Even if we can do the exponent at once. Yeah, bracket and exponent, they can work side by side. Division and multiplication can work side by side. Addition and subtraction can work alternatively. Alright, so I'm just going to do this because it's making the whole thing look somehow to me. So I'm going to do that 16 plus, but you see, I'm not going to do any other thing else until I'm done with what is in the bracket. So in the bracket, I have 1 over 4 plus 2 over 3. Now, this is to add a fraction, right? So what do? I take the LCM of 4 and 3. I'll get 12. Now, you see, it has been my practice that I will always use this and multiply this, use this and multiply this. But I want to show you something else that you can use. But if this is what I want to say is going to be hard, you can stick to what we have been doing. So I'm going to say 12 divided by 4 is going to give me, after taking the LCM of these two, which is 12, 12 divided by 4 will give me 3. 3 times 1 is going to be 3. You see what I did? Then I also do 12 divided by 3 will give me 4. 4 times 2 is going to be 8. Alright? So that's what I have. Then I have 8 divided by 7 over 12. You see that? So let's proceed further. This is going to be 16 plus, okay, I did a double plus sign here. 16 plus 4 over 3 into 3 plus 8 is 11 over 12. Right? Are you seeing this? Now, when you see a number just before a bracket, that number is actually multiplying whatever is inside the bracket. Okay, like this 4 over 3 is just before a bracket. There is no operation. Okay, so it's the same thing as saying 4 over 3 times whatever is in the bracket. Okay, so this is divided by 7 over 12. Our equal sign to show the steps that we've been taking. So this is going to be 16 plus 4 over 3 times, remember I said the bracket, this represents multiplication, times 11 over 12, then times, you see this is division, but what I'm going to do, I'm putting a multiplication sign, right? So with this multiplication sign, I'm going to get times 12 over 7. Are you seeing that? I've done the division. After the bracket, I did division. You see? So, but since I have 12 here and I have 12 here, they will cancel out. Okay, so that I'll be left with 16 plus 4 over 3 times 11 over 7. This is 7. Okay, now with this now I'll still have to do my multiplication. Okay, so 4 times 11, so I'm going to get this as 16 plus 4 times 11 is 44, all over 3 times 7, 21. All over 3 times 7, which is what, 21. Now with that said, we are going to also have to reduce this fraction. We treat this as 16 over 1 because 16 does not have a denominator, but 44 over 21 has numerator and denominator. So we are going to give a denominator to 16. The denominator we are going to give to 16 will be 1 because it will not change the value of 16. 16 divided by 1 will still be 16. Now, with this is going to be equal to, what's the denominator, the LCM of 1 and 21 is actually 21. 21 divided by 1 is 21. So 21 times 16. So we have 21 times 16 to give us 336 plus 21 divided by 21 will give us 1. You see, times 4. That 1 times 4 gives us that 1 times 44 gives us 44. So we are going to add this. When we add 336, that's 340, everything here will be 380 divided by 21. So we can do that as a mixed fraction. We can resolve that as a mixed fraction. And that will give us that we are going to go 18 times. 380 divided by 21 will go 18 times. Okay. How many will be remaining? Let me check how many will be remaining. 18 times 380 divided by, okay, let me do this here. Okay, what will be remaining is 2 over 21. So I wrote the answer as a mixed fraction, right? So that's what we have here as the solution. Okay, let me confirm something. Yeah, so that's that. So that's how simple the whole thing is. It's actually long, for a first timer it's going to be scary and looks as if it's not possible, but you just need to put your mind to it and keep trying it. You can decide to try these examples on your own. You will now see, as you work on your own, you're going to see the reasons why we did what we did. It will be more obvious to you at that point. So please just do try this again. Thank you.